really need to incorporate more fun into my life. And maybe I'll just, okay. I was like, I need to incorporate more fun into my life. And I was thinking about SpongeBob. And we know the lyrics. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere. Anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea. Right? And then plankton relax. And honestly, I'm just continuously baffled by how much our childhood media was just so real. Like, let me be very frank with you. This is not going to be fun. We can have fun while we're doing it, right? Like, while we're doing life, we can have moments of joy and pleasure and laughter. Opportunities are provided and experienced. And also, it doesn't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing good lasts forever. Nothing bad lasts forever. And you know, I think sometimes, I know for myself, right? Like, I want the good times to last forever. I want things to just be good. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting the pleasure out of life, because life is hard. And when we have those good moments, it's like, man, like, this is what I live for. How can this last, right? And I think that's creating opportunities for more experiences of goodness. And also trying to see and identify the worth and value in the difficult, right? I think this past year, I was creating a self-care assessment, and something that came up was, you know, how often do you put yourself in activities where you're not the leader? And my first thought was like I never do that. I never really do that. But honestly, this past year, like, that's the ego, right? That's the ego. Because so often, I'm in situations where I'm not the expert, I'm not the leader. I've been here for like 3 days, you know what I'm saying? So, just learning that, you know, to give myself grace, like, to say to myself, like, this is not easy, and it's new. You know, I'm constantly in a state of doing something new. And I'm learning to accept that, so that I can be receptive to the knowledge and the lessons I'm supposed to gain. It's when I deny my weaknesses, and when I deny the room for error and room for education, when I appear or attempt to appear to be all-knowing as if I am God, is when I miss things. And I just don't want to do that anymore. And that surrendering is what I'm practicing. I'm not very religious, but somehow spiritual texts continuously become impactful and important in my daily living. And I think it's 2 Corinthians, and it says, like, in my weakness I am made strong, right? Like, it is when I have nothing, it is when I am nothing, it is when I'm down, not out, but when I'm down and bad, that, you know, I can be humbled enough to surrender to, if I believe that things are working in my good, then I really have to believe that things are working in my good. And that's hard. That is difficult. So I guess I'm saying this out loud for myself, that sometimes fun is for friends and sometimes fun is for fire. But how do we find the balance? You know, how do we make sense of it all? Because it all is something we're going to be faced with one way or another. And my heart goes out to those who are really facing really challenging and difficult social difficulties, natural disasters, war. Right? Here I am. Thanks for listening.